Hello everybody, I am Mr. Bunal and this is my inaugural video of me expressing my feelings on the world around me. Welcome here, everyone is welcome. Please comment below if you agree or disagree with what I'm going to say. And as you're seeing right now, what I'm going to talk about today is the Forest Service and Herr Trump dismantling it. So I want to see what is actually happening here. For me personally, the Forest Service is a major positive, is something that I love. I love national parks. I love the BLM land. I love going out into the mountains, into the forest, into the deserts, everywhere around America. America the Beautiful. That, in my opinion, is one of the best reasons why America is so great. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. Is that we have these beautiful natural lands that everyone in America can visit, and anyone around the world can visit. And so for me, the Forest Service is something that I don't mind paying for as a taxpayer. But I want to see what's going on here. I already got a couple things I'm seeing, like right here. I'm going to go jump into this real quick. The first one I see, fact check. Trump is not closing all Forest Service regional offices. Reorganization moves agency west with new geographic districts. So that immediately sounds way different from what we've already seen. U.S. Forces is not closing all regional offices, but reorganizing to create 15 new state offices in places where previous 9 regions, with headquarters moving to Salt Lake City, Utah. The reorganization of the U.S. Forest Service will not eliminate scientific submissions or cancel research programs, but will centralize research operations under the supervision of Fort Collins Center, closing 53 research facilities. Number one, is it's taking it from the feds, it seems like, to the states. And the problem with that is, in my opinion, is the national parks are for everyone, right? So the parks in California are for the entire America. The parks in Utah are for all of America. The parks in Florida or Arkansas Hot Springs, wherever you are, those are national parks for the nation. I would fear greatly that certain states and certain places would, if it was in the state's control, would not be having that mentality and really thinking of their own local problems and potentially, right, mining, foresting, charging more money, having less, putting less money into it, so it's a worse park, privatizing things. So that would be my first worry about moving it from the states, or to the states, I should say. The state director is going to be placed in Alaska, Placerville, Boise, Salem, Salt Lake, Helena, Fort Collins, Albuquerque, Cheyenne, Olympia. Okay, well that's one. That's what Yahoo says. Let's see what Newsweek says. It's a reorganization, they say, as well. Closer to the communities they serve. I mean, I think that's really the Republican talking point here is, right, it's states' rights, moving things more locally, which, again, for these things, I don't know if that makes a whole bunch of sense because, again, they're the national parks. They should all be benefiting from national taxes, and they should have another good thing about the national system is it has a uniform across all parks, right? Parks in California, this might not be true in practice, right? And this is why we should be funding the parks more than we are now. But in theory, they should all have the same amount of amenities. They should have the same quality of amenities. If you go to the hot springs, I don't know, I keep saying the hot springs in Arkansas versus Lassen or Olympia National Park or Big Bend down in Texas, I think it is. they should all have that same quality of maintenance and of being an excellent world-class place to go and visit. Again, I think if you start putting it to the states, I have a fear that they would not maintain, or at least not strive for that consistency across parks. Let's check out another news source here. Let's go see what the USDA. Why is the... Am I reading that wrong? DA? What is the USDA? Are they part of the Forest Service? Oh, okay. I guess. Well, wouldn't they be Interior? I guess maybe they're not. Are they part of the Agriculture? Today, the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service announced it will move its headquarters to Salt Lake City. It began sweeping. Where was the headquarters? Let me see that real quick. Where is U.S. Forest Q? From Washington, I see. I don't know. Placerville's tiny, isn't it? Isn't Placerville tiny? Okay, for agencies whose land partners operate challenge over and concentrate in the West, it makes sense that the West would have much more focus. It's a big win for Utah. I think that's what the big thing here. And to be honest, Utah has a lot of great parks, but I don't really trust the people of Utah, the leaders in Utah, the representatives of Utah, to be good for all of our parks. This is our land. This land is our land. This land is my land, from California to the New York Highland. I don't know. The governor of Colorado. Well, guys, I don't know exactly. My initial thoughts here is, number one, I don't like Trump. Obviously, I hate this man. But that doesn't mean that everything he does is necessarily terrible. Or at least we should be looking at it, or I feel like I should be looking at it to make sure I'm informed and not just, I hate him, so I hate everything he does, even though that's usually a very good default place to be. For this, I have to say I was at first, from what I was seeing online, I was seeing that it was dismantled, that he was closing it down. I was extremely angry. And to be honest, now seeing what the real story is, I'm not as mad, right? It's one thing to be completely wiped off the planet, which I then assumed, what I assumed was happening was going to be moving to the States. That's, I guess, what's happening now. I need to look more into, is it going to be, will fire, agency fire and abuse will retain. All regional offices will close. However, what it really comes down to is I don't like it because I'm not a federal government is a bad thing guy. In my opinion, the federal government is for, by, and of the people. So the government is just as good as the people are that put them there and that are running it. So that's the rub for me. Closing offices, shuttering offices, losing jobs, I think is the big thing here. There were already regional offices there, and I assume there were probably more regional offices than the 15 that they're mentioning. It's not as bad as I thought it was originally, but it's still not great. I do not want to see federal national parks under control of states. I don't think the states have the best interest as a whole. And I also want to see a uniformness across those parks. When I go to a national park, I want to be able to expect high quality restrooms in certain places, right? A good visitor center, high quality trails, good camping places, cheap and affordable camping, other amenities that are to other national parks, like fishing or swimming pools or trailer park hookups, that kind of thing. So overall, I'll say that my initial thoughts were this is going to be catastrophic. I think this is just going to be another kind of slow breakdown of our institutions, which has been happening for way too long. I do not support this. I would rather keep the National Forest Service as a national center. I want to keep that national focus. I want to give more money to them. I want to boost them. I want more national parks. In fact, I just saw an article today. We'll close out with here. I heard that the Santa Monica beaches, California beaches, were going to become national parks potentially. Right here. Park Service's federal control of local beaches could spur new protections, conservation efforts, and economic activity. So, without giving, this is in fact 100% where I live. This entire beach, if this is national park. So, what I initially thought here as well was, number one, I want more national parks. I want more money to national parks. I want to be able to go to national parks cheaper. I don't mind paying the $80. I don't think I have it. It's my car. I have my year pass every year, annual pass. It costs $80, I believe. I don't mind paying that because I want to support the national parks. But it would be great if more money went to it so it was less or free. I don't know if it should be free because that maybe invites some forms of vandalism and other things like that. Less stewardship from the people visiting. So I think there maybe should be a little bit of money going in. $80 for a year, in fact, actually isn't that terrible. But anyways, long story short here, if they make the entire beach national parks, I don't know how that would work. Because would they be charging entrance fees? Let's see. It says it's seen feedback. Cost. I don't know. I'm not right now. It's not clear to me if they'd be charging. I mean, it costs money, as far as I know, to get into every national park, right? So I don't know if it's going to cost more. That would be my only thing. Is that are they going to charge the $25 to go to the beach? I don't think you can do that in California. I think the beaches are 100% public property. However, if it's a national thing, that might override the California Coastal Commission, which is a state thing. So again, number one on the forestry program, it doesn't seem like it was wiped out like I had thought as of yesterday. It seems like it has been shrunk down to the GOP, the Republican local is better, which I am not buying. And then also there's this new news about potentially the Santa Monica beach, or the Los Angeles beaches, around from Santa Monica down to at least Ballena Creek, maybe farther south, San Pedro. It seems like that'd be entire beach. Could potentially become national parks as well. So, guys, this is my first inaugural video talking about what is bothering me today, what is on my mind. If you like this type of video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Please leave a comment. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you think that the local people should have more control over their national parks? Or should it be a national thing like I am advocating for? What do you think about this beach, the Los Angeles beaches becoming national parks? Would you pay $25 a trip or $80 a year to go to the beach in California, to Santa Monica? Let me know here. Again, I am Mr. Bunal. This is my inaugural video of this style, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please again like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you, guys.